Hello, everyone. Greetings, YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen. So, today we are back with another video. So, I watch a lot of MCOC YouTubers, and I took some inspiration from KTI. You guys may know him. A lot of you should know him. He's a popular MCOC YouTuber. So, he did post a couple of videos about champions that he dislike. Very good champions that are awesome as hell, but he just dislikes them. So this video is kind of in that same category. I wanted to post about champions that I think are awesome, but I dislike them. So, let's go to my champions. We're gonna go to 5 stars. And then we're gonna click on Cosmic. So, today the first video of this series will be this Cosmic Champion that I think is very awesome. Everybody loves this champion, but me personally, I just don't like them. I think the champ, is very much overrated. So yeah, if you haven't figured out, I'm talking about this champion right here, Mr. Corvus Glaive. Currently, I have him at rank 3, and he will stay at rank 3. Don't get me wrong, when I first started playing MCOC, and I first pulled my 4-star Corvus, around the time he first entered the contest, I had ended up getting lucky and awakening him from a awakening gem offer that Kabam had. Gem was very overpriced back then. I think it was about 40 or 50 bucks. I'm not sure. So yeah, I had him as an awakened 4-star. And I can't lie, he helped me clear content, especially when you can get him ramped up. Like, my favorite fights to do was definitely the Iron Man fight or the Hulk Buster fight. Also Vision and Vision Age of Ultron, because you can get that tech charge and the Avenger charge in one fight. And already that made Corvus crit damage and crit rating much better. It took me some time to realize this, why I don't like Corvus. And I just had to accept the fact and come to a realization, like, honestly, without those charges, his just regular base damage, Corvus he's a wet noodle. Honestly. He is a wet noodle. Like, Corvus, he isn't for long fights. That's the type of champion he isn't. Corvus is for excuse me. Corvus is a champion for quickly shredding down champions. So if the fight is long, then Corvus, he just isn't the champion, the go-to champion that you want to use. Because if their health pool is large as hell, kind of like King Group, because I think he has the largest health pool in the game. If they have a health pool around that area, you're gonna run out of glaive charges before you know you can kill that champion. And with his awakened ability, you have let's see here. 'Cause, so if he spend all his glaive charges under 30 seconds in the fight, then his cooldown timer is reduced by 22%, which is uh I had to go to my calculator, but it's a whole bunch of add numbers, subtracting, blah blah blah. But I think his cooldown timer is 45 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no. It's actually right here. Corvus's blade is damaged after he uses all of his glaive charges, disabling glaive's immunity for 50 seconds. 50 seconds. Let me read that again. After he uses all of his glaive charges, disabling glaive's immunity for 50 whole seconds, which means he is a complete wet noodle, and you have to dex the enemy, you have to evade the enemy, you have to dodge the enemy for 50 whole seconds. Whether you're dexing them, whether you're parrying them, you have to literally run from the enemy until you can get 20 more glaive charges. So, this is what makes me dislike him. This is what makes me think he's overrated. This is why I just don't like this champion. Because his timer is too damn high. And he doesn't have enough glaive charges. Like, honestly, in my opinion, what could make Corvus glaive 10 times better is unawakened. He starts off with 20 charges. If you awaken him, his charges should go up. He should have something in his awakened ability saying grants 15 extra charges, letting him start with 35. That'll be so much better right there. And then, of course, you can keep the cooldown timer duration reduction, because the higher his SIG, the less you'll have to wait when the cooldown timer kicks in. Excuse me. I'm literally in my bed recording this video. But yes, guys, this is why I do not like Corvus Glaive. I brought him somewhere. I believe it was Act 5. On the Ultron boss level, there was a physical resistance and energy resistance path, I believe. So, of course, with Corvus, all his basic, light, medium attacks, they're all physical. So, once that physical resistance kicked in, it was over with for me. Like, I wasn't doing any damage. And, matter of fact, what made it even worse was the first fight of that path was a fucking Ant-Man. So, he literally glanced all my attacks, which means I couldn't crit on him. Then on top of that, having physical resistance, it's as if I started the fight with zero glaive charges. But I didn't. I started with 20. But it's just the fact that he glanced all my fucking charges to zero. So he was hitting like a wet noodle way before he ran out of charges. And that's why I say, like, without those charges built up, like, honestly, for Corvus to be great, if you're a player like me who doesn't run suicides, like, he has to have at least 2 or 3 charges. I'll say for him to just shred shit at a good rate, he'll for sure have to have at least 3 charges. And the easiest ones to get are, tech, knock, beat a tech, knock down an Avenger, and knock, sabotage tech, knock out an Avenger, and knock out a mutant. Those are literally the easiest ones he can get. You're always going to run into a mutant on the map, and you're always going to run into a tech champion. Now, if that tech champion just so happened to be an Avenger like Iron Man or Hulkbuster, hey, 2 birds, 1 stone. But like I said, once you get this guy ramped up, man, he is a fucking beast. He's a dog. He literally slays shit. But without those ramp ups, those charges, Corvus is a wet noodle. And I know you guys are tired of me dragging him through the mud, but I just had to let my frustrations be known. So, ladies and gentlemen, that does bring me to the end of today's video. I really had to express my frustrations and just let everything out. So, like I said, I did take inspiration from KTI for this video about champions that I dislike. My next champion that I will give you guys a sneak peek on that I dislike, I actually haven't thought of a champion, to be honest with you. Looking through my 5 stars, because I really don't have that many. I'm kind of like a middle tier player who's close to being an end game player. Oh, actually, you know what? I just figured out another champion that I think is very awesome. The community thinks he is very awesome. Yes, it is a he. And he just came into the contest last year. The community thinks he's very awesome. He does great damage. Somewhat, especially when he has the synergies. But other than that, I really think he's just not that good to me. He's definitely overhyped, overrated. And yeah, I just don't like him. So in the next video, we will be addressing, yes sir, if you said Ben Grimm, the thing, you are correct. We will be addressing this guy in the next video, and that will be coming in 48 hours. It depends on how I feel. Thanks again, YouTube. Be on the lookout for the next video, and you guys have a wonderful day. Chubbs out.